Hey guys, welcome to Blender Easy, and in today's tutorial we are going to learn how to create simple 3D house model in Blender with this step-by-step beginner friendly tutorial. Perfect for those who are new to Blender, this video covers all the basics from setting scene to modeling the house, adding roof, different models, adding colors and adding lights. So start your 3D journey today, and without wasting any much more time, let's get started. Okay, so here we are in Blender. Let's create one general file, and by default we will get this cube, this camera and this light, and we will hit A and we will simply delete it. I don't want any of this stuff, and I'll save this file over here. Then after that I'll press Shift A and I'm going to choose one UV sphere. Then I'll press S and I'll increase the size over here. Then press S Z so I can adjust the size on Z axis like this over here. Okay, then select this, right click and choose shade smooth, and double click on this, and let's call it as ground over here like this. Okay, so this is going to be my ground over here. Now let's try to create another stuff. So let's select this and let's hide it for now. Now Shift A and choose mesh, and we are going to choose cube over here. Then I'm going to press S X to scale it on X axis like this, then S Y to scale it on Y axis like this. Okay, so I think this much scale is enough. Let's enable this ground over here. Sorry, and as compared to this I need this a little bit smaller, so press S and let's scale it like this only. Okay, let's disable this ground. Now I'm going to press Shift A and choose curve over here, and we are going to choose this circle, and I'll press S and I'll scale it like this. Let's enable this ground over here. Press G, X, or let's say Z, and let's bring this over here. Press 7 to go on a top view, press S and let's scale it somewhere around like this. Okay, now obviously it's like that. Now let's disable this ground over here. Now select this cube and go to the modifier, over here we are going to choose generate, and we will choose array like this, and let's decrease the offset to 0. We don't want any offset. Then again go over here, go to the deform, and we are going to choose curve, and over here I'm going to select this Bezier curve over here, and axis choose y axis, or let's say x axis. Let's select this and let's increase the number of counts and increase the offset value like this, so we'll get something like this over here. Okay, now let's increase the counts and let's see what we will get. We will get something like this. If you select this, press G, X over here, we'll get something like this. Okay, let's enable this ground over here. As you guys can see, we are getting this kind of stuff. Okay, let's select this cube over here. Let's decrease the offset a little bit like this, and then increase the numbers somewhere around like this. I think this much would be enough. Now after that, let's select this array, go over here, choose apply, simply go over here curve and choose apply, and after that I'm going to select this curve and I'll delete it. Now I can select this cube, I can press GZ and I can move this on this axis. Let's go to the top, press R for rotation, and let's rotate it like this. Okay, so we are gonna get this kind of grill structure over here like this. Okay, so this is the structure of this. Now after that we need to create a base for our entire model. So press Shift A, go to the mesh and choose cube over here, but then go to the press 1 to go in the front view, press G Z and try to adjust the position over here, then press S Z to adjust the scale from here, G Z, try to bring this downwards. Okay, go to the top view and hold Alt Z so we can see on this view, then press SX to scale it on X axis like this, then SY to scale it on Y axis somewhere around like this, press SX to adjust the scale somewhere around like this. Okay, so this is going to be my base. Press Alt Z again like this. Okay, this is going to be my base. Then go to the front view by pressing 1, press Alt Z, press G Z and try to bring this downward in such a way that it should go inside this. Okay, press Alt Z. Now this is looks good to me. Press GZ and you can adjust the position according to your needs like this. Okay, so you will get something like that. Now you can go to the render settings over here and you can enable this random options, so you will can easily understand which one is which one. Over here you can add cavity also, so it would be easy for you to understand and edit the objects. Okay, like that. Now this is going to be my entire base. Now we need to do some adjustment in the collection and extra stuff, so let's try to do that. Now this is going to be the part of house, so I'm going to bring this out of this cube collection over here. Let's double click on this collection and let's call it as ground. Okay, so if I hide this, I can see this is the ground and this is going to be in a different collection over here. Okay, so you can right click and type new collection. Okay, double click and let's call it as house. Oh, okay, select this cube and move inside this house cube over here. So this is the separate property. Okay, now again right click and I'm going to create new collection and I'm going to call it as stairs. Okay, now we will create our stairs, so let's try to do that. I'm going to press shift A and I'm going to choose mesh and I'll choose cube. I'll go to the front view over here, or let's say from this view, press G and let's try to move this over here. You can see over here like that. Then press 3 and let's hide this ground for now because I need to focus on this one. Then press S for scaling option and scale it somewhere around like this. Then go to the top view by hitting 7, press S, X and let's try to increase the scale on X axis somewhere around like this. Then press G, Y and try to bring this over here. Now go to the front, press 3 and choose right view, G, Z and try to bring this over here, or you can press G and try to adjust it over here. You can go over here and you can choose vertex over here and enable this snapping. Then zoom in, select this, press G and you can adjust it like this. So as you guys can see, these are properly snapping at this point. We'll fix that later. So let's go to the third 3 and right view, press shift D and try to adjust it properly over here. Okay, G and let's move this over here like this, or you can simply press G and try to bring this over here. But if you see, we are getting some problems over here like that, so you need to adjust it properly. Then press shift D, again move this over here, make sure that your cursor is over here, then press G and try to adjust it. Shift D, bring this over here, press G and try to adjust it over here. Okay, so I think this much is enough like that. Then select all of this and let's disable the snapping. We'll go to the top view, press G, X and try to bring the position properly over here like this. Okay, so if you see, we are getting this kind of stairs over here like this. Now along with this, I need certain kind of base over here. So what I can do, I can go to the right view and go to the tab mode and press 1, which is a shortcut key to select vertex. Select this much points, these points, and make sure to choose Alt Z first so you can see those points like this. Press G, Y and move this over here. But if you see, we are getting some trouble, so what you can do, let's go to this point and press 3 for face selection tool and let's Alt Z and we will hide this house base as well. I'm going to select this face, this face, this face and this face, and if you press GY now, I can simply move this over here. Okay, so let's disable this stairs and this house. Let's go to the third view, press Alt Z, okay, G and like this, press G, Y and let's try to move this a little bit over here like that and press Alt Z. So we are getting this kind of stairs, and if you want, you can select all of this a little bit, press G, Z a little bit and try to bring this a little bit downward like that. Okay, and let's enable our ground, so we are getting this kind of stairs over here. Now after that, we will try to focus on our main subject, which is a house. But before that, I need some kind of extra stuff over here that we need to create, which are some small trees. So let's try to do that. Let's create our trees. I'm going to hide all of this stuff and right click, new collection, double click and let's call it as trees and hit OK. For trees, I'm going to choose very basic method. Simply press shift A, go to the mesh and choose cylinder, and press S for scaling options. Scale it like this. Press S Z and scale it like this. SZ and scale it SZ and scale it like this. Shift A, go to the mesh and choose UV sphere. Press S and let's scale it like this. G Z and let's move this over here. Okay, like that. Right click and choose shade smooth. Similarly for this, right click and choose shade smooth. Now select this, hit shift D to scale it. Press S and let's scale it like this. Shift D, let's move this. Press S, scale it like this. Press shift D, bring this over here. Press S and scale it like this. Then go to the front view, press G and let's increase the scale. Press S and adjust it like this. Then you can press S Z, so you can adjust the scale like this. G and try to adjust the position from top view as well, like this. Okay, so you will get this kind of stuff. Okay, it's okay if it looks weird over here. We will fix that whenever we are going to apply texture or colors to it. But this is how we will get our tree, like that. With the help of this, now we will try to adjust all of them. So simply select all of them. You can decrease the scale over here. Make sure that you are choosing the global. If you choose local and try to scale it, okay, but make sure that you are choosing global. Okay, and let's disable our all of this stuff. Press S and try to scale it down. Go to the top view, press G and let's try to bring this over here. Go to the front view, press G and let's try to bring this over here. Press S for scaling option, press G Z and try to move this over here, like this. Okay, similarly press shift D and try to bring this over here, like this. Okay, so we will get this kind of tree structure over here. You can select this and press S for scaling option, like this. To increase the scale little bit, Z and try to adjust it like this. Okay, but make sure that they are not touching much more over here, like this. So adjust the scale accordingly. So I'm going to adjust it like this only. Okay, so this is going to be the trees, and let's minimize it and we will hide this tree, stairs and ground. And now we will focus on our house only. So I'll go to the house. Let's enable this, and I'll press shift D and Z to bring this over here. Let's go to the top view and press alt Z. Press S X to scale it like this. Press S sorry, select this. Press S Y to scale it like this. Okay, like this. Then go to the front view, press S Z and scale it like this. Press G Z and try to bring this over here. Okay, so we'll get this kind of house structure. Let's enable all of this stuff and let's see how does it looks. Okay, I think this looks a little bit too much, so let's go to the front view, and now we will go to the tab and we will enable our edit mode. Press alt Z, press 1, which is a shortcut key for vertices. Select this, press G Z and try to bring this downward like this. Okay, like that. Now let's see. Yeah, this looks good to me. Now select the faces, hit A, and now press Ctrl R, which is a shortcut key for edge loop, and simply apply one edge loop. Then press 1 again. Then go to the front view. Let's select this much points. Press G Z and try to bring this over here like this. Okay, go to the tab view and again we will get something like this, and hold alt Z. So this is the basic structure of our house. Now I need few points over here. So what I can do, let's disable this stairs and ground. Now we don't need that. If you want to decrease the distance between that is also okay. Simply go to the top view, press S Y and try to scale it like this. Okay, so there is going to be the difference between this structure like this. Press S Y and try to adjust it like this. Okay, this one looks good to me. Now let's try to create some edges over here. So press shift A, go to the mesh and choose cube. Go to the top view, hold alt Z, press G and try to bring this over here. choose and press G and try to adjust over here. Then press S and let's scale it like this. Okay, go to the front view, press G and let's move this over here, GZ. Okay, now I'm going to press tab for edit mode, press 1 which is a shortcut key for vertices, select this much points, press GZ and try to bring this over here. Then select these points, GZ, try to bring this over here. Let's focus on it, GZ, and try to adjust properly over here. Now go to the top view and go to the tab. Let's select this cube, press shift D and X and try to move this over here like this. Okay, then select this, then this, shift D, Y, and let's move this over here like this. Okay, now select all of this cube and move inside this house over here. Okay, so now they are 1 point and hold Alt Z. So we have this points over here. Now I need to create one roof over here. So for that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to press shift A, mesh, and choose one cube. Go to the front view, press G and try to bring this over here like that. Okay, then press R or select this, press S and let's scale it like this. Okay, then press R 45, so it will rotate it like this. Press G and try to move this over here like this. Press R so we can rotate it properly like this. Press G and let's move this over here like this. Okay, then go to the top view over here, Alt Z to bring this over here, and go to the tab and press 1. Let's select this much points, G, Y. Let's try to move this over here. Then select this G, Y, and let's try to move this over here like this. Okay, then go to the front view, select this much points, press G and try to adjust it over here like this. Okay, now we will get this kind of roof, and if you hold Z you will get something like this. Okay, you can press S, Y, and let's increase the size like this. Okay, like this. If you want, then press S, Y, and again increase the size like this. Now we will select this and we will go to the tab view. We will press 3 for face selection and hit A to select all of them, and press Ctrl R, and let's scroll it a little bit so you will get these points like this. Hit and click over here, then press 3 for face selection. We will select this, and this by holding shift. Then we will press I for inner extrude, but if you extrude it, as you guys can see, those are extruding all like this. So simply hit click, go to the insert faces, and over here you have to select individual, so you will get something like this. Then press E, which is a extrude, and then extrude this outward like this, not too much but somewhere around like this over here like that. And let's deselect it and go to the tab view. So this is the roof kind of structure. Now we'll go to the front view. We will select this, press shift D, then press R, and we will make it 180 rotation. But if you see, we are getting weird stuff, so instead of that, press shift D and let's try to rotate it over here. Then we will press R, then we will press Z, and let's make this 180 rotation like this. Okay, so this is how you should rotate. So let's delete it and we'll do that procedure again. Simply select this, shift D first to duplicate, then RZ, which is a rotation on Z axis, then type 180, so it will rotate it over here only. And now you need to adjust the position according to this, so press G and try to adjust the position according to this one over here. Okay, so you will get this kind of roof structure over here like this. Okay, now I'm going to press shift A to create one cube again. Then go to the first front view, then press G and try to bring this over here. Okay, then press R and rotate it on 45 degree. press S and scale it like this. Press G, Z and try to bring this over here. uh, Zoom in a little bit. Press G and try to bring this over here somewhere around like this. GZ and try to bring this over here. Okay, go to the first top view. Press G, Y, not GY but SY, which is a shortcut key to increase the scale somewhere around like this. Okay, like this. So we will get this kind of roof. Okay, now let's select all of them and move inside this house again over here. Okay, let's, if you enable all of this, our model is going to look like this. Okay, let's save this, and now we will create some extra elements like door and stuff. So let's try to do that. Now we will create doors and windows. So for that I'm going to right click and new collection, or instead of that let's create over here only. Let's hide all of them so we can create a door properly like this. Then press shift A, go to the mesh, and we are going to choose cube as X to scale it from here, or instead of that press S Z to scale it like this, S X to scale it like this, SY to scale it like this. Okay, so this is going to be my door. Then we will go to the tab to edit mode. Press 3 for face selection, then press I for invert selection, then press E for extrude, and we will extrude this invert like this. Okay, like that. Then after that I'm going to select this, go to the tab view again and press Ctrl R, which is a shortcut key for creating points. Let's click it. Then press 3 for face selection, select this faces, then press I for inner extrude like this, then press E for outer extrude like this, not too much but a little bit small. Okay, and go to the tab view. So we will get this kind of door. Now after that we need a certain kind of lock. For that, then press shift A, go to the mesh, and we are going to choose UV sphere. Right click and shade smooth, press S and let's scale it like this. Press 1 Alt Z to try to adjust the position, and GX, and let's move this over here. GY, and let's try to move this over here. Okay, Alt Z. Let's try to adjust the scale a little bit. GY, and try to move this over here like this. Okay, so this is going to be the door. Let's enable this house. Now we will select this door. Let's go to the front view, press S and let's scale it like this. Press G, Z, and let's try to move this over here. G, Z, G, or let's say S, and let's try to scale it like this. G, Z, try to move this over here. GX, and let's try to move this over here. Sorry. Then go to the right view, press G, Y, and let's try to move this over here. Okay, let's try to bring this properly like this. Okay, so this is going to be my door like this. And now I need to create some windows and stuff. So let's try to do that. First of all, we will save this. Now let's try to create the windows, and for that let's select all of them and move inside this house, and let's hide this house for now. Now I'm going to try to create windows. So press shift A, go to the mesh, and we are going to choose let's say cube over here like this, or over here, or simply choose plane over here, and press R X90 to rotate it like this, and let's focus on this over here. Now I'm going to select this plane and I'll hit shift D to duplicate it, and now I'm not going to change anything. Let's hide this duplicate plane and we will focus on this plane over here. Now go to the type mode, press 3 for face selection. Let's select this face and press I for inner extrude like this. Let's select this and we will delete it face. Okay, then simply hit A and press E for extrude, and then extrude this outward like this. Okay, like this. Now select this, go to the tab again, hit A and press Ctrl R and create lines like this over here. Similarly, hit A, Ctrl R, or instead of that let's keep it as it is. Now press shift A, go to the mesh, and we will select this cube, and press S, and let's scale it like this. Press 7, press G, and try to adjust it over here. Press S, and let's scale it like this. Okay, then Alt Z, press G, Y, and let's try to move this over here. Then go to the front view, go to the tab view, press 1, select this, press G or Z, let's try to move this over here. Select this GZ, and let's try to move this over here. Okay, now select this, press shift D R, and let's 90-degree rotation like this. Then let's enable our plane like this. Alt Z, let's select this plane over here like this, and go to the tab view, hit A, press E for extrude, then extrude this a little bit outward. Okay, like this. So this portion is going to be my glass, so let's call it as glass. This one, okay, yeah, and this one is going to be my window, and these two cubes are going to act like a wood. So let's try to add wood over there like this. Okay, so this is going to be my window. So let's select all of them and enable our house, and try to adjust the position. Hold Alt Z, G, sorry, let's select this and this. Press G and try to adjust one position over here. Shift D, and let's press X and try to adjust another position over here. Let's select all of them, and Alt Z, press Shift G, not Shift G but only G and Y, and try to adjust the position somewhere around over here like this. Okay, you can zoom in a little bit. Press GY and try to adjust like this. Okay, I think we need to adjust the position of this a little bit forward. Simply all of them, press GY and try to, yeah, okay, I think this much looks good to me. Okay, similarly I need one over here as well, so for that I'm going to create another window. So first of all, let's select all of this stuff and right click and choose new collection, which is called windows, and let's select all of them by holding shift and move inside this window. Okay, and let's hide this, and let's hide this. Now I'm going to create another window structure, so let's try to do that. Again, press shift A, go to the mesh and choose plane. Press R 90, press R X 90, rotate it like this. Then go to the tab view and press 1, Alt Z, select this, press G Z, sorry, G Z, and let's try to move this over here. Then we will choose bevel, sorry, press G Z, and let's try to move this over here. Then we will GZ, let's try to adjust it. Then right click and we will choose bevel vertices, and let's bevel it like this. Then go over here and increase the segments like this. Okay, and choose press tab, let's select this tab, press 3, let's select hit A to select all of the faces. Let's deselect this extrude first. Okay, hit A to select the faces, then press I, which is a shortcut key for inner extrude like this. Okay, over here, but before that hit Ctrl Z, this select this and press shift D to duplicate it. So select this, shift D. Okay, this is going to be my glass. Okay, and let's hide this, and now we will extrude for this one just like the previous one. So go to the tab view, hit A, press I for inner extrude like this, and we will delete the faces like this. Then hit A, press E, and then extrude this outward. Okay, hold Alt Z like this. Then we will enable this glass. We will select this glass A, sorry, Let's hide this plane. Hit A, press E, and sorry, go to the tab mode, select this. We'll select this. We'll select this plane E, and let's extrude this outward. Okay, like this. Okay, so we will get something like this. Select this, right click and choose shaded smooth, or I think keep it as it is. We don't need to do that. Okay, now there is another thing over here you can do. Let's go to the tab view over here. Now I'm going to select this and select this face. I'm going to select this face over here and press E, and let's extrude this downwards. You can move this a little bit over here like this. Okay, similarly select this face over here, press E, and let's try to move this over here. Go to the front view, press G, and let's try to move this over here like this. Okay, so we will get this kind of window. Select all of this. Let's enable our house. Go to the front view, press G, and let's try to move this on Z axis like this. Go to the right view, press G, Y, and let's try to move this over here. Okay, now select all of them and move inside the window. And if you enable window now, and if you enable all the structures, we are getting this kind of stuff. Now we need to do over here, I need to select this much portion and I need to create duplicate of it. So let's go to the front view, and I'm going to choose Alt Z, and I'll select this much portion over here, and I'll press Shift D to create a duplicate of it. Okay, like this, and hold Alt Z again. Now I'll press R for rotation. Then on Z axis I'm going to make it not 180 but 90-degree rotation, or let's say 45-degree rotation. We'll get something like that. So hit Ctrl Z, press R, Z axis. Let's make this 90-degree rotation. Then go to the front view, press scale, and let's scale it like this. Press G, and let's try to move this over here in such a way like this. Then go to the right view, press G, Y. Let's try to move this over here. Press S, and let's scale it like this. Go to the front view, Alt Z, and go to the tab. Okay, select these points, select this much area, and simply try to bring this downward like this. Okay, like this, and all Alt Z. Now select this window over here. Okay, you can select this, press G, Z, and try to bring this over here, but make sure that you are going to select both of them and try to scale it like this. G, Z, and try to bring this over here. Then G, X, and try to adjust it like this over here. So we will get something like this. Okay, and if you want, you can select this window pose section over here. You can Shift D to try to move this over here, and then press R, Z, 90-degree rotation, and press move this over here like this. Okay, okay, so this is our model. Now our model is ready. Now we will try to add one plane and camera. So Shift A and choose camera over here like this, and press N, which is a shortcut key for our tools. Go to the view, and we will choose camera view over here and type 0 over here, and let's so now you can see the entire stuff through camera angle like this, and try to adjust your camera. Let's disable this a little bit, and let's zoom in, so we will focus on camera like this, and let's enable our camera. Okay, now we will try to adjust the proper settings of our camera like this. Okay, I think this much looks good to me over here. Now you can go to the camera settings and you can decrease and increase the focal length in such a way that you will get that parallel view effect over here like this. Okay, then shift A, go to the mesh, and we will add one plane over here. Let's hit 0 uh, to go out of the camera view. Okay, we will select this plane and press S for scaling option, and we will scale it like this. It should cover the entire portion. Press G, Z, and try to bring this somewhere around over here. Okay, and hit 0 now. So we will get this model. So our model is ready, and now we will try to add some colors to it. So now our model is ready, and now we will try to add some colors. So hit N over here and let's try to add colors to it, and press Z and go to the material preview. So we will get something like this, and let's try to do that. Now I'm going to select this much portion. Let's hit 0 so you can go out of this camera view over here like this. Okay, let's select this. I want to be a green, so I'll go to the material, I'll add and double click, and let's call it as green over here, and we will choose normal green color over here, and let's choose somewhere around like this color over here. Okay, like this. Then we will select this cubes over here, which are this one. Let's select this and this, and we will go to the color and we will apply green structures to all of them. So simply select these points, apply this green color to them as well. Okay, like that. Now for this entire structure I want a wood type of color, so create a new color, and I'm going to create some wood kind of color over here. Let's decrease the size somewhere around like this over here, like that. Okay, then we will try to add colors to others as well. So let's disable all of them, and let's disable this plane as well. Now this is done. So we are ready to apply colors to stairs and house. And for the stairs, let's go and add another color. Let's create a new color, and we will add some this kind of color to it. Let's call it as stairs. Let's select this, apply that stairs color. Okay, similarly for this base I'm going to apply the stairs color over here. For this main house I'm going to apply new color, and let's call it as house, and go over here and choose somewhere around like this creamy color. Then for this one, let's select this, apply new color. We will select this cream color but little bit darker version of it like this. Okay, let's call it as extra. Then select this. Okay, like that. Similarly for this area as well, you have to apply that color like that only. Okay, for this one I'm going to choose that this material only, which is our this color. Okay, for this one let's add some yellow color kind of structure. Okay, let's minimize it, and let's trees are ready, and now we need to focus on our windows. So let's try to add colors to it as well. For this window structure, let's disable all of the other ones. Okay, let's select this window structure, choose Z and choose render one. We are not going in anything. Okay, select this window, go over here, and we will choose that material color over here as well. Similarly for this one, because this is kind of wood like of color, and for the something which is inside, for that we will create a new color and we will give the bluish color to this, and we'll double click and we will call it as glass. Okay, same thing we will do for this one as well. Okay, so our windows are also ready. Let's enable all of this. Let's hit 0, and now we need to apply one color to this as well. So for that I think you can choose a different color, like let's choose black color, or let's choose somewhere around like this greenish color, not greenish but bluish kind of color over here, or you can choose somewhere around like this color as well. Okay, so this is how you will get these colors. Now we will try to add some lights to it. So let's try to add some lights. First of all, press Z and go to the render view over here, like that. Go to the render settings. If you choose cycles, you will get something like this. Okay, enable this denoise effect over here so you can get render easily, like that. So let's go to the EV first, and now there are no lights in our scene, so press shift A, go to the light, and we will choose area light. Okay, let's hit for one, press G, Z, and try to move this over here, and press S for scaling option to scale it like this. Press G, Z, and try to bring this light over here. Hit 0, and as you guys can see, we are in EV. Let's select this area light, go to the light, and we will increase this power to 1000, and let's see, not getting anything. Add 10 over here, you will get the results. Okay, and if you see this in render in cycles, we are getting this kind of light, but this is not enough, so let's try to add some more lights. So let's choose EV over here, and let's go to the top view. I'm going to select this area light, and I'll press shift D, and I'll try to bring this light over here. Then I'll press R and I'll rotate it like this. Then I'll go to the this view, I'll press R and I'll rotate the light like this. Okay, in such a way that it should point towards the home. So if you hold 0 like this, and let's see in cycles, we are getting this kind. So let's go to the EV mode again. Let's select this aerial light, and we will increase the power to, let's say, 5, so we'll get something like this. Then go to the top view, press R for rotation, and let's rotate it like this. Press shift D and try to bring another light over here, then press R, then rotate this light like this. Okay, and let's make this 0. Okay, and let's see this render in cycles. We are getting this kind of light structure over here. Okay, now let's select this plane, and if you hide this, you will get something like this. Now let's go over here and let's change the background color to white like this. Okay, like this. Now you can change the this one over here, like this plane over here. If you want to change the material, you can do that as well. Like you can select this one over here like this. You can choose you can try to check out different colors. I think this one looks good to me, so I'll stick with this one over here. And for this color, I think if I choose, then this looks good. And for the stairs, I think I need to choose different color. Let's see. Like this. Okay, so we are getting this kind of stuff. Now if you see over here, we are getting some glitches, so let's try to fix that. We'll go to the windows, and we will select this plane and press G and X, and let's try to see what is the problem. Let's try to adjust the position properly. GX, like this. Let's see. Okay, let's go to the Z and let's go to the solid view. I'm going to press this. I'll press S and I'll increase the scale a little bit. Okay, then Z and render. Let's see. Okay, same problem we have over here as well. So select this and this middle structure as well. Let's select this, press G. We'll select this and this. Let's hide all of the other stuff. I'll select this and this, press G, X, and let's try to bring this a little bit outward, and let's enable all of the other stuffs like this. Similarly, select this portion, press S, and let's increase the scale a little bit like this. Okay, so that error is fixed. Okay, so this is how we will get this. Now similarly, I forgot to add one color to this one as well, that we have to apply one material to this over here. So this is the structure. I'll select this plane, and instead of this, I can choose different color over here, like this one, or you can choose complete black or bluish kind of structure as well. I'll go with the complete black over here, so I can get this kind of structure. Or I think complete black looks completely weird, so let's try to go with this blue one structure. Okay, so our basic model is ready, and now we need to put it on render. So to render it out, let's go to the render settings. I'll choose cycles, maximum sample 1024. Maximum samples I'm going to choose over 150. Mini samples, let's choose 150 over here like this. Okay, so these are the settings that we need to choose over here. Then we will go to the output and resolution 1920 by 180, and let's make this 0 because we don't want to animate it. Then go to the output settings and change where you want to save the file. Okay, and try to choose that. Then over here we are not going to change any settings, except if you want to choose in particular format. I'm going to choose JPG over here, and all the settings are done. And now all you need to do is simply go to the render and choose render image. So now your image is on render. Over here you will get this option called samples. Right now it's increasing, and whenever it's gonna get 150 of your rendering, it's done.